In your golfing career, you most likely have heard that you need to shift your weight forward for more power. However, you may have also been told that in order to be consistent, you need to stay behind the golf ball at impact. So which one is it? This can create some confusion and some debate, right? So in today's video, I'm answering some questions from the comments that revolve around the driver and teach you how to move your weight forward through the golf ball, yet stay behind it at the moment of impact, so you can find the center of the club face more consistently, create less spin, and gain those valuable yards down the fairway. So let's get into it. Now, it's no secret that if I swing forward and I lunge my upper body and I lunge my head forward, then I'm going to come in too steep, have a hard time making solid contact, and have a hard time controlling my ball flight. So if I want to stay behind the golf ball as I move forward into it, I want you to put a stick in the ground and use it like it's a tree and practice chopping down the tree. If I set up with this tree or the golf ball in the middle of my stance and I swing back and I now swing forward, you'll notice that my body and my hands are out in front of the tree and my axe and club face are pointing to the right. So it's only logical that if I want to deliver maximum power and maximum speed directly into the back of the tree or the golf ball with a driver, then I need to move those objects more to the left of my stance. Now as I set up, I'm already set up somewhat behind the tree, somewhat behind the golf ball. And now as I move back, I can move forward into the tree or into the golf ball and deliver maximum precision right into the back of it, right with the tree or right with the golf ball for maximum speed and maximum yards. So we have to have the golf ball forward. Now I'm not saying that you have it set up directly in the middle of your stance. However, it just might not be far enough to the left side of your stance. So a good rule of thumb here is just off the left heel, or a good visual for you may be that it's here on your left armpit. But that's only part of the recipe for a high ball flight where you stay behind the golf ball, because if you notice here, look where my club is right now. It's in the middle of my body, and you'll notice down the line that my forearms and my hips are pretty much parallel to where my target is. Well, if I raise up, you'll notice that my axe is a good 8 inches behind the tree. I want you to watch down the line again what happens when I move my axe forward to the tree to get ready to swing. Where do my hips go? Where do my forearms and where do my shoulders go? They all point to the left, as well as my club face. So when I come down here, my club is in the middle of my stance. Now that the ball is forward, I move my club forward. Now my forearms point to the left. Now my shoulders point to the left. And now my hips point to the left. So what's going to happen here is this is going to promote me to swing more down and angle of attack wise, and my club path to be more to the left and create lots of spin. And I'll show you here as I hit one. Now that was hit pretty well, but my angle of attack there was 4.6 degrees down, and my club path was 9.2 degrees to the right. That's not exactly a recipe for high nasty bombs. So what do I need to do as I get the golf ball forward to set myself up to stay behind the golf ball, hit more up on it, and launch the ball higher with less spin? Well, as I set up, again, everything's going to turn to the left. Well, what do I need to do? Well, I feel like I need to move this hip back. I feel like this shoulder needs to move back, and I feel like my spine needs to tilt a little this way so that my head is behind the ball. As I lower down, you'll notice that my spine is now tilting a little to the right, that my forearms and my shoulders are more parallel to the target, and that now face on, you can see that my head is now behind the golf ball. The best drivers of the golf ball have their head behind it at impact. Well, they set up with it behind. The worst drivers of the golf ball have everything open and the head is now forward, so on the way down, it has to go back this way, and now the weight's going in the wrong direction. So as you set up, getting everything into alignment, getting the chest kind of tilted a little bit to the right, and now you're set up where this hip's back out of the way, and now you can make a nice turn in your backswing to first get behind the golf ball. I want you to remember that if you want to be behind the golf ball at impact, you need to set yourself up to be behind it, and the backswing, you need to learn how to get behind it as you turn back. And a great way to do that is to go back to my previous video about swinging too hard. There's a great drill in there. I'll link it in the description so you can find it very easily. But once you get yourself set up, I want you to use this stick as a visual. As you get set up where everything's in alignment and you're a little bit tilted to the right, I want you now to make a swing where when you swing back and swing through, you can have this stick here as a visual on the way through to make sure you're staying behind it as you move forward, because the ball position is forward, everything is in good alignment, and you have a good shoulder tilt, or spine tilt, sorry, to the right. And let's watch the difference. Wow. That is very high with no spin, and it's landing and it's rolling. Angle of attack now is 4.2 degrees up compared to whatever it was way down. That's going to take a lot of spin off the golf ball, help you hit the golf ball more in the center as you stay behind the ball as you move forward into it. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, comment with your questions. I'll be answering those questions in future videos. And most importantly, hit that subscribe button for more content just like this to improve your golf game. Have a great day.